Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Obviously, you can tell by the title of this video, we're playing with some Dollar General makeup today. So if you want to see what I picked up and what I think, stick around, we're going to get into it. Let me just say real quick, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, now is a good time to do that. I upload 4 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And if you click on the little bell and choose all, YouTube will notify you when I upload a new video. And you can choose to watch it or not. Totally up to you, no pressure. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me. All right, we're going to get into it. I'm about to have a very naked face. Brace yourself. All right, here we go. Once more with feeling. This video was supposed to be like a first impression. Let's do this together, figure it all out. But somewhere along the way, things didn't work out. And so I'm refilming today. So this isn't a first impression so much as I pretty much already know what I think, and I'm gonna share it with you now. So hopefully that works all right. I'll tell you real quick what I've got. So obviously this is a Dollar General makeup video. I've heard really good things about the Believe Beauty line. I've really been wanting to try it out, and I just never had the opportunity to get anything. So the other day I went down, we have a Dollar General within walking distance. So I went and I picked up almost a full face. Not quite, because I don't know. At the time I was like, I don't need, concealer. I don't need a brow pencil. I don't need eyeliner. And after I got home and I was looking at what I got and getting everything ready, I was like, you don't need any of it. You should have grabbed the things you didn't think you needed, because it's not a full face now. But it's as close as I could get. I did grab a foundation. Everything is Believe Beauty, and this is the Skin Finish Foundation. I think I like it. I'm anxious to see what you think. I grabbed a bronzer. I grabbed a blush that has like a blush topper shade in it. I got a highlight palette. And Jackson picked out this eyeshadow palette. Let me open it so you can actually see it. Jackson picked out this eyeshadow palette, Nary a Matte in Sight, so this will be fun. I grabbed a translucent setting powder. They did have two pigmented ones, one light and one medium. I figured I should probably just stick with translucent. That's kind of what I always use. And then Jackson chose out a lip combo to try with the eyeshadow palette. So we're gonna put all of this on my face. My sister actually bought me this little 3-pack of mini sponges, and that's what prompted me to go down and get the rest of the stuff. This one's already wet. I've used them. Spoiler alert, I really like them. And I grabbed a pair of lashes. I've already cut these to kind of hopefully fit my eye. The lashes is actually what caused the problem for me yesterday. I filmed the whole video, I really liked all the footage, and then once my lashes were on and I saw them while I was editing, I was like, wow, that's not right. I look like a stroke victim, or something not good happened to my face, because my eyes looked completely different and very, very wrong. So I trimmed them down some more this morning. Hopefully I can make it work. I do think it is like the lash itself. They don't seem to be exactly the same. And I was really hoping they were gonna work, because they're very similar to the House of Lashes Allure Lights that I like so much. So yeah, they're not great, but hopefully cutting them a bit more, I can make it work. So let's just go in with some eyeshadow. Obviously my face is naked. These eyeshadows have a fair amount of fallout. So I thought I'll just play with the eyeshadows and then clean up my face and move on to other things. So on a fluffy brush, I'm actually going to use the bronzer as my transition shade. This doesn't have any mattes. No, the bronzer is like a shimmery kind of bronze and pretty cool tone. I think it works really nicely as a transition shade. So I'm just gonna whack that on, and then we'll throw on some eyeshadows. All right, bronzer's in the transition area, and I'm gonna leave that there. I will say I'm not super excited about these eyeshadows. After using them yesterday, they didn't last very long on my eyes. They were super patchy. So I'm actually just gonna use this shade right here and this shade right here. I think those are the two best bets. I'm gonna go with that darker satiny shade and just get that on my lid out here. The other shades are basically matte with glitter, and the glitter does brush away as you're blending, which is totally fine. Like, that doesn't bother me at all. But the eyeshadows themselves didn't actually stay on my eyes, so that's not great. So I really want to try these ones, which I did not use yesterday. So hopefully these stay a little better. Just gonna go back in with the fluffy brush and my bronzer and just blend, blend, blend. That shadow does look a lot better than the ones I used yesterday. Yesterday I used the black and the green. They both have gold sparkles in them, and they just whooshed away so fast. But this one's looking much better. And, you know, pretty hefty fallout, unsurprising, but I'm not being particularly careful either. I just have this like large shader brush, and I'm gonna go with that lighter shade, which is very champagne-y. And we're gonna put that just on the inner portion. These eyeshadows don't have a whole lot going for them. They're decent, I think, and fairly quick and easy to use. So I think that's a plus. Just gonna blend over where the two shades meet, like I do. And there we go. Super simple, super basic, but it does look nice on my eyes. I think I like how it looks. So I'm gonna go off camera real quick, clean up the mess under my eyes, and then we'll come back and do the face. All right, good enough. So when I do my makeup now, I always use the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Balm thing because it works so well at combating my oils. I recently tried the NJC primer, and this isn't pigmented, and I want to give the foundation a real shot. So I'm going to try this. Today is my primer, and see how the foundation works. Spoiler alert, I'm not mad. So let me get this on, and then we'll do some foundation. Okay, primer is on. Wow, I could probably try to be a little bit more organized. This says medium to full coverage foundation. I think it's definitely more medium. Yesterday I used a sponge on one side and a brush on the other, and I did prefer the brush side. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna use my Rare Beauty foundation brush. This is a pretty liquidy formula, but that means nothing. I don't really have a preference, but I do prefer putting it on with a brush. And then I, of course, tap over everything with a wet sponge, because then it, you know, can pick up any excess foundation or smooth out any brush strokes. Just helps the foundation look a little better. Get my ears, because I'm gonna wear my hair up today because it's a hot mess. I need to wash it. So that's the coverage, pretty medium, but the shade match is, I feel like, so so good for me. So I'm really excited about that. I've been struggling recently with getting nothing in my collection was matching me. I've gotten really tan. So yeah, that's been a struggle. I'm just gonna finish getting this on and I will be right back. And that is what it looks like. I think it looks pretty good. I'm not mad at it at all. So now I'm just gonna go in and conceal with my Wet n Wild Incognito Concealer, and then I will come back and we'll apply the powder and all of the rest of the base products. Just kidding, we have these itty bitty little sponges to use. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna blend it out with these sponges. I really, really like the sponge. I think it's a great size. Typically when I'm concealing, I'm doing smaller sections, and this just works really, really well. The sponge itself is a little bit, like, it's squishy, but it's also a little bit firm. And so it gives me really nice control over where I apply the concealer. So if you are in the market for an itty bitty concealer sponge, head to Dollar General. I highly recommend. And everything that I purchased was $5 and under. Like, the foundation was $5. This is pretty darn good. So now the powder. Again, not first impression, but I think I like it. I'm going to apply it like I apply the Nikia Joy powder that I love so, so, so much. I'm wondering if having the new primer will allow me to use other products instead of just the Nikia Joy. I mean, not that I'm gonna stop using her products, because I'm definitely not, but we'll see. I don't know. I pretty much just use the Nikia Joy powder, so we'll see. Not too shabby. So it is a small container. There's only 4 grams, but for $4 or $5, how do you complain about that? So I know this bronzer doesn't look good on me as a bronzer. If you look at my transition area, it looks very cool toned, which is great for transition area and for contouring. This has a bit of a sheen. So I don't know how great it's gonna look as a contour, but we're gonna try it today because I cannot use it as a bronzer. It looked full on gray and really not cute yesterday. So I thought I would try as a contour and maybe just like a bronzer, like really far back here. So we'll see. This is the brush I've been loving for contour, so I'm just gonna dip in. That might work. Huh. Of course, in my nose, like I do. I'm just gonna clean this off. Just gonna blend this out a little bit. I wouldn't normally, because I normally would go in with bronzer, but we're not gonna do that today. We're just going to contour. Okay, I think it's okay. Now let's do some blush. This is the color that we chose. Also should note that the bronzer was the darkest shade they had in store. And this blush, there were 3 options. This is the one we chose. So I'm gonna go in with my blush brush. I'm gonna try to keep it on the matte side for the most part. And we're gonna just, I think this will be perhaps a nice winter blush for me. It's not giving me a whole lot of color as tan as I am right now. And I'm really kind of going in pretty hard. But it's all right, like it's cute. Little on the schnoz, if I can. And then let's just dip into both and get some of that shimmery, because that's really pretty. I think that that sheeny shade gives a really nice sheen. It doesn't seem to really make my skin look any more textured. That's pretty nice, I think. So yeah, I like the blush a lot. And now that I know I can use the bronzer as contour, I'm not mad at that either. Okay, I think the last product we have for the face is highlight. So they had two options for these trios, this one and then they had a darker one. I opted for this one because I'll be able to use it now and in the winter. I'm gonna dip into this darkest shade over here for my cheekers. Not that I needed it with that sheeny blush topper, but so that's with and without. With, without. I cannot see, so I won't be able to know until I'm editing if there's a difference, because I'm not an owl. So that's that. Now I'm going to take the same shade on my itty bitty highlighting brush for my nose. It does look really pretty from what I can tell in the mirror. And below my brows. And then I want to use the middle shade right here as my inner corner highlight. That's pretty. Oh yeah, this highlight is really, really nice. Yeah, I like it. So on my little reference number 3, I'm gonna go into this shade right here and just run that underneath my lower lashes. Keep it pretty simple. Is it just me, or does this look cool toned gray? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I'm going to pop off camera real quick, do some mascara, try to apply these lashes, and then I will come back and we'll do a lip and wrap this up. Okay, the lashes are a flop. I'm not an expert at applying them, but I feel like I do pretty okay. And they're the exact same length. I cut almost half of the lash off for just like a corner lash, and they look like completely different lashes on each eye. So I can't make them work, which is, it's a pretty serious bummer. Let's see if I can show you. Like, it's really pretty, and it has like layers. It's very fluffy and nice, but they appear to be two completely different lashes. So individually, they're great, but they don't work together. So that's a bummer, because they were only $4. And I was like, wow, if I could find a lash that I love as much as the Allure Lights for $4, I'd be a happy girl. But no, it wasn't meant to be. Okay, I'm going to line my lips with this lip pencil, which is called A Hint of Plum. And this is retractable, which I was pretty excited to discover. And then the lipstick is a liquid lipstick in the shade Mischief. So I'm going to apply these real quick and then I will zoom you out and we can wrap up this video. Okay, that's the video done and dusted. The lip products are fine. There's no funky smell. The lip liner is a little softer than what I like, and I like a pretty soft lip liner. So it's a bit trickier to apply, but in a pinch, it's certainly not bad. If I had to pick like my most favorite things from this video, it would be for sure the foundation. I'm loving it so far. And the highlighter. I think it just looks really pretty. I don't think it's the blingiest highlighter ever, but I think it looks really nice on my skin. So that's pretty cool. A big failure is certainly the lashes. And I don't know if it's my skin or what, but this brown shade doesn't look brown on me. It looks gray. And the gold I wore yesterday was pretty nice. Like, I would definitely use that. That was fine. But the black and the green over here did not stay on my lids. So kind of a bummer. I am excited for the blush. I think that will be a beautiful winter shade for me. It's nicely pigmented. The sheeny shade is gorgeous. So yeah, I would definitely say the sponge, the foundation, the highlighter, and the blush. The bronzer is cool toned, but in pan it looks more, it's very confusing. But I do kind of like it as a contour shade. So I guess it ends up being kind of a win anyway. But let me know in the comment section, have you tried Believe Beauty? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you want to try it? Let me know down below. I'm super interested in what you think. All right, that's it. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Be good, and remember to be kind to you.